So I've been hearing a lot of guff lately. People saying shit like Sega Master System sucked and the 8-bit Nintendo was the best 8-bit console and that's why it sold more systems and that's why everyone knows what it is and this and that. Well, I just made a little video this showing one game, but I mean that's one game that Nintendo, 8-bit Nintendo is pretty fucking famous for. So it should be a good representation of how they put their graphics through the console. And so, anyways, the game I chose was Double Dragon. Came out on both consoles. I'm going to show the arcade version to show what they're trying to emulate. I'm going to show what each of the Sega Master System version and Nintendo version, and whatever you can make whatever choice you want. But I'm doing this to prove that Sega Master System was by far a better console than the 8-bit Nintendo. Alright, hope you like it. I don't know, I never made a video kind of like this before, and I'm not doing it for 100,000 people to fucking like it or see it. I'm just doing it to make a point. Alright, peace. Take it, tell me what you think. Alright, so this is the arcade version. I'll start off with this, because this will show you what it's actually supposed to look like, or what the two consoles are trying to emulate. So, let's start. So it starts off, you get your girlfriend beat up and taken away. Good way to start a game. At least it has some storyline. Now this game is brutally hard. I guess you can just kind of, like, some of the major details to look for when you look at the other two games is like background details, like the way the characters look, I guess how the level goes, you know, because this is the original, this is what they're trying to emulate, right? So this is what kind of the benchmark of what you got to mark them for when making a decision on what console is putting out the better graphics and better port of the game. Like I can get why this is fucking hard. They want your quarters, arcade, but holy fuck! Since when's a big guy punch that fast? I swear they make games like this just to torment your fucking life. I got the fucking bat. Ugh. I might need to use a continue without even passing the first level. That's how hard the arcade version is. I was thinking it might be like not as hard as the Sega, but no. It is definitely harder in the Sega. Alright, so we got the first boss. See? I knew it. I'm sure I won't need to do that with the other ones. Only in the arcade will I need to fucking use a second try to pass the first level. Now, I'm probably not the most skilled player in the world either, but for God's sakes, you should be able to pass the first fucking level in a game. Even if you suck at games. It's the first level. Shouldn't need to continue on that. I wish I had this handy bat when you play the other two versions, though. Alright, so there you go. That's what the first level on the arcade looks like. So that's what the other two are trying to emulate. So the closer to this would mean the better console graphics. Alright, so this is the 8-bit Nintendo version. So as you can see, the graphics aren't too bad. I mean, for 8-bit, it's pretty good. Enemies are pretty easy though. It changed from the arcade style life bar. They got a, I guess instead of like square boxes, you got the lines. But this version does seem much easier than the arcade version, as you can see. I mean, it don't take much to kill these guys. I mean, at least it's like bright. Like this version of Double Dragon's pretty bright. Not dark and gloomy like the Sega version, but you'll see when I play the Sega version, much better graphics. This is a neat little trick I used to do as a kid on this game. The human elevator. And you just glitch out and go back to the bottom. And if you pick this up, there's a way... Yeah, see? You can drop it up there. Anyways, that's just something. Alright. First boss. Alright, so that's Double Dragon 1 on the 8-bit Nintendo. Alright, so this is the Sega Master System version. As you can see, the colors, a lot more, like better colors in this version. It's a bit darker than the Nintendo version, but I think the graphics is way better and way closer to its original arcade counterpart. You'll also notice that I'm doing nowhere near as good on this game, because just like the arcade version, this version is fucking hard. Brutal hard, actually. I can understand in the arcade making it that hard because you want to take money in quarters, but for fuck's sakes, man, when you're sitting at home just wanting to play a video game, like, you don't need to have it this hard. Anyways, back to what I was saying about the differences. This has the arcade style, like, block health bar that the Nintendo version, I guess, shied away from. Fuck off, you fucker. It's a fucking game, man. It's always fucking hard. Play the fucking Nintendo version and whip through it like nothing. Get on this version, it's like, what the hell's going on? It's not even the same game. But this version is a lot closer in so many ways to the arcade, its original arcade counterpart. Sorry about the video quality, I don't have a caption card, so this is all being taken from a cell phone. You like that, bitch? You'll notice with the background graphics too, it's a lot more like the arcade, and a lot more like, I guess you can say, better quality graphics. Jesus. there's one more back there. I could have passed the first level in the Nintendo version like 4 times already. This one, the only way to get anywhere is to jump kick these guys. Alright, so here's the first boss on the Sega version. Much harder. You don't have that conveyor belt to toss them off of, first off. You actually have to fight them. And they make them damn near impossible. Got him. Alright, so that's the Sega Master System version. I'm sure you can tell that it looks a lot better than the 8-bit Nintendo version. So obviously by looking at all that, you can clearly see that the Sega version, the Sega Master System version, shows much better graphics than the 8-bit Nintendo version. Also, you can see that the level format is exactly like the level format in the arcade and the health bar, unlike with the Nintendo version where you go to another stage where there's a conveyor belt or whatever. The Nintendo version's really fucking easy, unlike the Sega's version and the Master System version and the arcade version, which is much fucking harder, as you can see by the videos. I hope you like this video. I don't know, if you disagree with me, comment. If you agree with me, that's fine. Yeah. Peace.